Hi, and welcome to another reading journal update. I'm Rox, and today we'll be setting up a spread in my reading journal for the Gingerbread Bakery by Laurie Gilmore, which is the fifth book in the Dream Harbour series. This is a romance book taking place around the Christmas season, and we are having a couple that kind of goes from enemies to lovers. Although if you want to discuss tropes, this can also be considered a second chance romance. Maybe that's a bit of a spoiler over there, but you find out really early in the book that they kind of had something going on when they were just out of high school, and then stuff happened. I'm not gonna say more about that. And they kind of hate each other as adults. And then, the story from this book happens. Maybe I told you before, but when I read the first book from this series, which is the Pumpkin Spice Cafe, I thought to myself that I could never become a fan of these books. They are really badly written, they are silly. I need something smart and deep and meaningful, but here I am a few years later, always waiting for the next volume to come out to read yet another romance story from Dream Harbour. I can't say I'm crazy about them, but I really do enjoy them a lot, and I believe that since the first book came out, the next volumes were considerably better. I really enjoyed this one. I maybe can say that it's one of my favorites, although I don't really have a ranking in mind. But this tells us the story of Annie and Meg, two characters that we meet right from volume 1, and we kind of understand that there's some tension between them from that time, and in the next volumes when they appear, it is implied that there's something going on over there, but we never understand what's happening or why they have this thing going on. And in this volume we find out everything there is to know about it. This was my favorite Christmassy read from last year, and maybe it also helped a little bit that some kittens make an appearance at some point, but they are not really big part of the plot. Maybe they're a plot device to move the story. You'll see if you read it. I want to comment on something that even though I enjoyed the book a lot, I found quite silly. So at some point, these two characters, Annie and Meg, have this very important and urgent mission to go find the grandma of another character, Logan, because in this book we will also witness Ginny and Logan's wedding. So the grandma goes missing before the wedding, and the two characters need to find her, and this seems incredibly silly for me. She wouldn't just disappear one day before the wedding. She wouldn't be that difficult to find, and no one should panic as they did in the book. That's just my take on it. But of course, the two of them had to have a reason to spend time together, so I guess I can forgive this because I enjoyed the book. I also liked Annie's story about her dream of having a bakery and all the baking references. The whole story of how she began by making cookies for people and then delivering them, and then actually open up a bakery and so on. That was really, really nice for me to read about. A small business owner fulfilling their dream. And of course, since this topic appeared quite a lot in the book, I had to decorate the spread with gingerbread stickers. It's the Gingerbread Bakery after all, right? At some point I thought this would be the last book in the series, but I saw that there will be some more books coming up in the Dream Harbour series. I cannot help but feel that it's kind of a stretch, but at the same time I'm happy to read about more characters in this little goofy town. As in the previous books, it's actually hinted about whom the next book in the series will be, and although they are completely new characters that haven't appeared before, I can't wait to see what their story is. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to click the like button and subscribe to the channel for more reading journal and bullet journal updates. That's all for today. See you next time.